Hey, how's it going? So it's been a little bit since I've made a video or update. Races haven't been that interesting lately, so I haven't been posting any footage. Yeah, I've been having problems with my indoor trainer. And yeah, I actually wanted to replace the bearing. So I had bought this cone-shaped tool from Garmin. And also, yeah, the actual bearing, which is really heavy. It's this thing right here is hefty. But in order to do that, in order to get inside, actually replace this bearing, is you have to remove this bolt here. And this is a through axle bolt. So, you know, you can configure this to be quick release or through axle. I only have disc brake packs now. I used to have a quick release. But yeah, I had a problem before with it where it also stripped. I had the quick release bolt and the Allen thing inside stripped. This time I used both. I tried needle nose pliers first, and then I got a Park Tool adjustable wrench. Yeah, this is from Park Tool. I went on Reddit. They were like, okay, you got to use a pipe wrench to remove this because this is all rounded off now. I previously brought this to a bike shop to remove that thing. They used like a bolt extractor, and I had to carry this whole trainer, 55 pounds. I live in New York City, Manhattan, on the bus, take it 2 miles, you know, carry it off the bus to the bike shop. Yeah, it was not fun to lug this thing around. It's very heavy. I'm not a bodybuilder. I'm a skinny, you know, I have the Velociraptor build cyclist, typical skinny cyclist guy. So anyway, that's that one's a fun. And I guess I have to do it again, but at this point, I'm sick of it. I'm still going to get this fixed. I'm going to get it repaired. I ordered a pipe wrench on Amazon. Hopefully I can fix it with that. If not, I guess I have to lug it to the shop again, you know, get this thing replaced. I bought some rust cleaner thing, so maybe I can get this rust off, but I'm going to give this away to family. I spent quite a bit of money on this. This was around $1,200 after like online coupons and stuff. You know, I got the sliding motion plates. I got the I've replaced this. Those new bearings were there. You know, it runs it through axle out of the box. So I got the Kickr V6. This trainer seems to be a lot more well thought out than this one. Of course, it doesn't have the LED lights on the bottom, whatever, you know. Those things seem silly. Like when I was first starting, you know, it seemed like the power numbers were aligned. They had a different app. You know, this was owned by Tacx, but Garmin bought them out. It doesn't seem like they've done any innovation with this stuff, with these trainers since then. You know, this is the Tacx Neo 2. They came out with the 2T, and that one just had issues. And they came out with more smart bikes, but no new trainers. Whereas the Wahoo, this is the 6th iteration. Before I got this one, I had the Wahoo V1, and it's, you know, there's obviously a lot of refinement in the 6 models. So, you know, imagine, you know, having V1 of this, then this one, and that would be my life story. So anyway, I like carrying this is enough to make you just hate. It's 55 pounds, you know, on the bus. Carrying it is not fun at all. But I thought the coolest feature of this, like obviously DIRCON, direct connection, race mode, all that stuff for Zwift, that's going to be awesome. You know, having that rock solid stable connection. I can't tell you how many times like a Bluetooth or ANT dropout caused me to, you know, hit the brakes in a race, and that was just enough to be off the back. You know, that's just like in real life. Yeah, it's so fucking frustrating, and I just don't want to deal with that anymore. So that's not going to be the case. I'm not currently subscribed to Zwift because I don't have. I'm racing every weekend, so there's a little point for me to actually be subscribed to that. And during the week, I just do an hour a day on Trainer Road for it's like every other day. It's easy, hard, whatever. But it's on a training plan, and yeah, that's what it is, and that prepares me for the races. So anyway, I thought that besides the connectivity features, those are obviously awesome. I thought the way that the bike connects to the thing, to the trainer, to be a lot simpler. So on the Tacx Neo, you need to screw this thing into your bike. You screw this through on this side, and then this fits in here, and barely, not very well, but it's supposed to fit in here. And I think I might not have ever been able to remove it, because this is the part that's actually supposed to be here. This is the cap that's supposed to be here. This one doesn't really fit in here. So that might have been a problem for a while. But yeah, I can't even remove this. I want to get inside of here. This is the correct cap for it. I can't use that cap because I can't even release that. So yeah, this is supposed to go in here. It doesn't fit. So I might have been securing that wrong for a while now. And then on the other side, you need to use this to put on the other through axle, and then you screw this on, and then I don't want to lose all the parts now, but I'll fetch it later. But anyway, you clamp this down like a quick release. So that might, I guess I had to clamp it pretty hard so it wouldn't float around, because it was kind of floating on this. But what can I do? I actually wasn't aware that was even a problem, but it seemed kind of weird that it didn't fit there nicely. This is bolted on the other end. You also have to screw it on. I always grease all this stuff up. That's why I just touched this. I'm covered in grease. But anyway, I got the Kickr. It also has a through axle adapter on it. It has a through axle adapter. It's these silver things. They just go right in. You don't have to screw it in or anything like that. They just float right in. And then I was reading an instruction manual. Oh, just use the through axle that came with your bike. So this is my, the Specialized Alice Sprint through axle. I just put it in. I had to hold the bike when I put it in, but it is a lot quicker to put this bike on the trainer. Holy crap! And I'm out there training. I'm racing on this bike too, the Alice Sprint. And then I bring it indoors. So, being able to transition quickly between the two, or just I want to decide I want to do my workout outside instead, as the weather gets warmer. Yeah, that's no problem. That's no problem. But yeah, that's the big thing I want to know. I feel like these reviewers, they like to give you, oh yeah, the spec sheet. Yes, it does 20. This one does 25% grade, and this one does 20% grade. You go on Zwift, there's no 25% grades. What's the point? Oh yeah, 2,000 watts. You know what? I have my FTP, whatever. I haven't been able to even test that. I try to do sprint workouts. It's like, yeah, okay, great. I've never seen it do 2,000 watts. I even tried setting up erg workouts where it just put 2,000 watts of resistance on it, and it didn't do it. It didn't do it. It was just for a few seconds. I wanted, my thought with, something that says it can do 2,000 watts or something like that, 2,500 watts, whatever, is that you could set up a workout, erg mode workout to just set that, like you set a weight in the gym. I wanted to set a workout to just give me that resistance. If I can't do it, I'll just stop pedaling. But I wanted to force myself to be able to do that. And it's just couldn't be further from the reality, So if you're assuming that you can do that, it's just not true. Now, this has been my experience with the V1 Kickr and also the Tacx Neo 2. I've yet to try this on the V6, so it might be different now, but I'm assuming that is pretty much the case. So, so they always say, you know, this is the wrong tool for training sprints. Is what it is. You know, you can still do every other effort except sprints. But yeah, it's good. It's a really good device. I guess the only notable thing that this screw right here to adjust the height of the trainer was really tight. So I had to really get some leverage to release it. But I made sure to put some grease on it because it doesn't come greased. So yeah, when you adjust it for your wheels, you want to definitely put some grease onto that knob so you're not having that issue. But yeah, other than that, yeah, that's all I wanted to really go over. I really wish this thing worked. You know, I getting a new trainer kind of it's not ideal because now I have to like tell family, you know, you want a trainer that still works, but you just got to pick it up and it weighs 55 pounds, so you need to bring a car. So that's what it is. so yeah, that's going to be a fun thing. But hey, free trainer that I got 4 years ago, and you know, over $1,500, and you can use it on Zwift and have force feedback and all that. And to be honest, I could probably live without it. Most of the time, year round, I use trainer roads, so I'm not using that feature anyway. But when I do have it, it's like you know, it has all that, but you know, they don't have a module where you can plug in, you know, the Ethernet cord or Wi-Fi like this one. It's just like silly. Like really, they can't like for Wahoo to include it. It was just they put a different chip inside. Yeah, they can't can't Garmin put another chip in there? You know, they're able to do it with all their other products. They're able to put in new hardware in there. There's no new hardware in Tacx. You know, I feel like when they bought Tacx, they were just buying. It's probably like the Pebble by a Fitbit, where you know they were just buying the people that work there. You know, so that's probably what it is. They just wanted some more sports tech specific engineers, and you know, just kind of forgot about these trainers and innovating and making it better, because you know they figure, you know, not a lot of people buy trainers anyway. It's like there's not a lot of choices. Well, there are a lot of choices, but to be honest, you either have this one or a Wahoo. Maybe you have Elite. I don't know, but these are the big two. This is like the Intel, and this is the AMD. You know, that's what it is. So yeah,